Rana joining us on the line to give us her perspective on all of this. Navneet, thank you so much for joining us. Can you give us your first reaction to the arrest of Sanjay Raut?
Yeah, I have told this earlier itself. This is going to happen because the way he used to talk so bluntly, so rudely, and the way he used to behave in last 2.5 years when they were in power, all he used to talk is nonsense. Every morning he used to wake up, he used to conduct press conference and he used to talk. And the way he used to work for Mahavikas Aghadi as an agent, all the big shots from Maharashtra and big people, builders, used to support them. Anybody's work means they'll directly come to Sanjay Raut, and all illegal work he's done. And after his arrest, and I'm telling from the first day, madam, the day ED has started his inquiry, see, आग लगी है, तभी धुआं उठा है. That is very clear. And whenever ED has done some inquiry about somebody, so 100% they are behind the bar. And this is going to happen. Everybody knew, madam. See, all poor people who work day and night, it is all their hard work money. It is not Sanjay Raut ji has earned dedicatedly or very straight money he's got. It is all two numbers money what he's done. And everybody knew in Maharashtra. See, how come he's talking so strong, so rude, and he's done so much of corruption. So now I just can tell you only one thing, madam, after this, many big names will come and himself will tell. And this connection will come directly to Matushri also, madam. And many leaders' name will come, many other leaders' name will come after this arrest. And once this statement started taking by the ED again, when he is there in the jail or custody, so 100% 4-5 names, big shots. And Matushri is also going to get involved in this.
How do you think this is going to impact the Sena overall?
See, Shiv Sena is not left only now. It is only Uddhav Thackerayji's gundas are left with them. Because yesterday also, if you have seen, Sanjay Raut's house outside, only few people were there who were protesting against ED. There were not too many people or 500 people or 600 people or 1,000 of people. It was just, I think we can count on our fingers. It was, people were left. Now none of the MLAs are there with them. But 12 MPs have gone, left them. Only few members of parliament and few members of legislative assembly are left with them. And none of the workers, party workers are there with them. So be there with them, madam. The way they worked in 2.5 years, all the they have used mispowered this thing, and on us also the way they have taken against the action, they have put me behind bar for what? Because I was announced that I'm going to do Hanuman Chalisa chanting in front of Matushri. Because of that 124 is petition. Because of that 153A. Because of that 353. This was the misuse of power they have done. And openly in press conference, he was saying, and 2 days before also we have heard, madam, one on audio tape we have heard, that for a female, he is using another extent of language, abusing her to another core. We all heard. And for me, openly he said in a press conference, कि आपको 20 फुट गड्ढे में गाड़ देंगे. This is the language and this is the misuse of the power they have used. And 100% this is going to happen, madam. A small newspaper's editor, if he's got so much of property from where he's got, he should answer. He is answerable for that. And ED is questionable for this. But he had no answer for this. Nowadays, anybody who works for newspaper or is a normal news reader or anybody, he's got so much of financial crisis. Few people from my Amravati have suicide last 2-3 months before. How come a reporter, a news editor reporter, he's got so much of property that he's not able to answer to ED? It is all corruption. It is openly, it is there in front of people. It is done totally corruption. And he has to, it is all poor people's money. It is not earned by Sanjay Raut ji. It is all hardcore money of my Maharashtrian people. So it should not go like this, and he should be punished. And if he is guilty, he should be behind bar and he should not come out.
Absolutely. Now, I also wanted to ask you, when you were responding to the first question, actually do stay with us because we are now joined by Shaina NC from the BJP. Shaina, thank you so much for joining us on this newscast. Can you give us your first reaction to the arrest of Sanjay Raut?
I think this is procedural. The Enforcement Directorate, as we know, is an independent agency. Let them investigate to the fullest and let truth unfold. I think that it's not just this case, but if there is misappropriation of large funds of money, then everybody would want that, there is no corruption in our society, there are no lacunas in our system. And the Enforcement Directorate in the past too has procured thousands and thousands of crores, which is ill-gotten wealth. So in that respect, without sitting on judgment, let law take its course.
Absolutely. Now, Sanjay Raut is essentially saying that he's not going to yield to this. He's saying that he's not going to bow down and that he's going to continue to fight against this. Do you think there's any way that he's going to be able to get himself out of this entire scam?
Well, I'm no one to comment. Let the facts of the case speak. And as I said, nobody is above the law, but nobody should also believe that agencies are ill-equipped or non-equipped to take, procedural decisions.
Now, Navneet Rana was just speaking to our channel, and she was saying that other big names are also going to emerge from this. What do you think about that?
I don't want to get into any conspiracy theories or suggest something out of turn. As I said, the ED is an independent body, as is the CBI, and based on the facts of the case, I'm sure the points will be out in the public domain, and there are honorable courts if anyone feels that, there is some wrongdoing. So this is not a case of victimizing or a witch hunt or insulating. Everyone must realize that the law is same for one and all.
Absolutely. And what do you think about the fact that Sanjay Raut essentially dug his own grave? Those are some criticisms that are coming in, that he's dug his own grave because he essentially skipped 2 summons by the ED previously.
When you get a summon, obviously you must adhere. Any law-abiding citizen should. And if there are easy loopholes where you feel you're in a position of power and you're above the law, then obviously law does catch up.
All right, Shaina and C, thank you so much for speaking with us. Now, I also want to cross back over to Navneet Rana. Navneet, when you were responding to my first question about your first reaction to the arrest of Sanjay Raut, you were saying that other big names are going to be emerging in this case. Can you tell us more about what you were saying in relation to that?
What?
So when you were responding to my first question, you were saying that other big names, specifically from Matushri, are going to be emerging in this case.
I'll tell you one thing. I am a very responsible person. I represent a Lok Sabha as a member. Mm-hmm. Whatever I talk it to a very responsible person. And I am very sure the way he used to work. And I'm very sure when you've got so much of property with you, your Bombay flat, then your Patra chal, and then Alibag property, so much property you've got, more than this, he is indirectly, directly attached with more than 25 companies. He's attached and directly, indirectly working as a partner with them. These all things are going to come out. And with this, many related big names is going to come out. For whom he used to work, and for which builder, for which...
All right, Navneet, thank you so much.